Hi there everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the number one reason why I just can't switch to any drone using the DJI Fly app. And the answer is simple, the VPS sensor. So let's discuss what the VPS sensor does. If you guys like any of the information that I'm sharing on my channel or the content, please consider to like, comment and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. So let's get right into it. What is the VPS sensor? The VPS sensor is the visual positioning sensor, and you see it on the bottom right of the screen. Typically disappears when you go over the 10-meter mark altitude. So as you guys can see, I'm going up right now, and I've got a height of 4.3 meters and I've got a VPS of the same. But take a look what happens as soon as I fly over an object. There the VPS is not applicable, as you can see it's over 10 meters, and now suddenly it's got a VPS of 5.5 meters, but my altitude is 16 meters. Now this is extremely important to understand what's going on here. The VPS sensor picks up what is underneath the drone as long as you're under 10 meters from the object. So here you can see as soon as I go over 10 meters it goes to non-applicable, and the sensor cannot detect the ground anymore or the object. But my altitude is 22 meters. This is extremely important because as I go down, you guys can see I'm going slowly down, and there the VPS detects the tree underneath the drone. So now my altitude is 16 meters and my height above the object is 4 meters or 4.5 meters. So you can clearly see the advantage of having a VPS sensor. And the DJI Fly app, for some random reason, just does not have that. Why would DJI remove it? The drone has the sensor, it just doesn't display it in the app. So that's the number one reason why I just can't switch. Guys, that VPS sensor is absolutely amazing. Just imagine taking off, flying out 500 meters or so, and going nice and low over the ocean maybe, and knowing that you're about 7-8 meters off the surface of the water, but your altitude might be negative 14 meters. So the VPS sensor plays a massive role in the way that I fly, and also safety. If you're doing any sort of work with a drone or inspections or anything like that, and you fly over an object, then knowing your actual height above the object is incredibly important. Effectively, your altitude becomes useless because you could be 50 meters up, but you could technically be 10 meters or 7 meters from an object below the drone. So if you fly above a roof, then it's incredibly useful to know that you're currently 2 meters above the roof, for example, and that you are still able to drop down another meter to maybe take a picture of something that you need to investigate. But if you didn't have that sensor, you would need to rely on the camera view, and that is a very wide angle lens to judge distance from. So if you didn't have a VPS sensor, you could technically drop down too low and the drone could go into landing mode. Once it goes into landing mode, you could potentially lose your drone, or the drone would land on the roof, or whatever could happen. My point is that the drone has the sensor, and the DJI Go4 app displays the information. Why the DJI Fly app doesn't, I don't know. I know the VPS sensor is present on the Mini 2, the Air 2, the Air 2S and so forth, but it doesn't display in the app. So DJI, if you're watching this, please, just please, add the information to the DJI Fly app. It is such a useful tool. Anyway guys, that takes me to the end of this video. If you have any questions, please post it in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe.